Dude,
So
it's insanity, man. And it's like I feel like there's a push to make eating people seem cool. Like because one of the mind control methods that people have that I call wizardry is news anchor speak, where they do this tone where they
yeah,
talk like this and people think everything's fine. And it's
yeah.
like I was watching this news report on like Kim Kardashian doing a facial made out of human blood. And they're like, you'll never guess. It's called the vampire facial. We'll look into it. And I'm like, this is a nightmare. Like there's a real push right now. You know, there's Peter Thiel has a company that call, I can't remember the name of it, but it's about older people injecting child's blood and platelets into their body to fight aging.
Yeah,
What in the hell is going on?
that's the fountain of youth. There was an article out a couple years ago that they were calling it that. And all right, you've seen that? You've seen the movie Rockstar, right, with Marky Mark?
No,
You've never seen Rockstar, man?
dude. In my defense, I'm not a gay guy.
Well, hey, I'm all about raising good vibrations. You know what I mean?
So
At the end,
what
the drummer
happened?
dude, they're backstage, and he's like, "New blood." He's getting new blood, bad blood or whatever, and he's getting like blood. And it made me think about stuff like that. Like, if you got the money, you know, it is supposed to be the fountain of youth, and that's where the term vampires, I think, come from. But it's fucked up, man. Drac the Impaler, or Vlad the Impaler, Dracula.
Yeah.
All these elites, most of them at least, are direct descendants of him.
Yo, the Queen of England is related to
Yeah.
Vlad. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dracula actually means son of the devil or son of
Dragon.
the either or.
Yeah.
And it could be both. It's kind of crazy. Like,
Do you think adrenochrome or adrenochrome or whatever is that real? Are people really drinking baby fucking scary blood?
we're like just doing it out there, but yeah, I mean, it is real. It is real. There's
Dude,
like,
that's insane. It's insanity.
yeah, I know. I know, man. It makes me wonder about Hunter Thompson and stuff because like I did a video on him with the Franklin cover up because supposedly Paul Benaki, the guy from the Franklin cover up, talked about Hunter Thompson being there filming snuff videos. That's fucked up.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Dude, in that movie, they reference
Yeah.
adrenochrome. You know, it's like, and they're talking about their Satanist buddy who got this shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, if they scared.
Child molester. They say it all right there, too.
Dude,
They say he's talking about a child molester. They wanted him to defend or whatever. Yeah.
Dude, it's real, man. For a while, I didn't think it was real. I thought it was like urban legendy because I thought that there would be an easier way to get whatever that hormone is or whatever is released in the human body. I feel like a pineal gland or whatever it is, it's like there's got to be an easier way to get it than to like abduct and kill a kid or something. But like, man, the more I look at this shit, the more it's like, it's real. Like people do this shit. And it's like, and the thing about true evil, yeah, like this satanic evil, this level of evil, and hurting a child is a level of evil that you can't walk away from. It's like they have to tell us about it. They have to put it in plain sight. It's almost like the only rule that evil has, where they have to like do a mockery of it and hide in plain sight. Like that's one reason why I'm trying to stay away from sarcasm, because I saw, you know, Jimmy Savile, Barack Obama, like all these dudes use sarcasm to say exactly what they were.
No, I know, and they laugh about it, like, "Oh yeah, I'm killing all these people," you know.
Dude, well, yeah, like Savile was joking about being a wizard, and he was joking about like everything that it was revealed he was. Dude, to watch Barack Obama mock Trump and be like, he's more concerned about whether or not the moon landing was faked, and everyone laughs and laughs, and I'm
It's
like,
good impression.
they're hiding in plain sight. They almost like set up this wall of sarcasm where you can't question them because they've mocked it so much. It's so
Yeah.
it's so weird. But I laugh at sarcasm. I think it's funny, but like because I never thought it could be wielded in this way. You know?
No, it is. It is because that is supposedly one of the things they have to tell you what they're doing or whatever. They have to have it out there, you know, so they can't say, or supposedly that's what they believe.
Well,
So, I don't know. It's definitely not the world I thought it was when we were growing up.
Bro.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man, and it looks to add up. Like all the
what about
information.
Spielberg?
Who?
Steven Spielberg.
there's a lot of rumors and stuff. I mean, I can't say for sure or anything, but I did a couple videos. I had the O'Rourke one, which is really messed up.
Dude, that one's
really,
insane, dude.
Yeah. Also, one on Back to the Future, and that's one of the reasons supposedly Crispin Glover wasn't in the next film, and the chick, the original Marty's girlfriend, she got replaced because she like refused to because it was like supposedly too much, child molesting going on or something, inappropriate in this. I guess it's fucked up, man.
Well, what do you think of this idea? I was thinking about this where it's like, I just don't. It's pretty hard for me to believe that there's this many people that are attracted to children. Do you think that there's like a society that requires people to do the most grotesque and horrible things as an act of like will or secrecy or to have blackmail or whatever? Because I see Kubrick as a guy who did some shit, like some like going to hell shit.
Yeah.
And he wanted to show everyone with eyes wide shut, and they fucking killed him for it.
Yeah, definitely blackmail. Because think about like back 50 years ago, 100, or maybe not 100, but 50, 70 years ago. Say you were like a politician, you cheated on your wife. Back then, they got you by the balls, like blackmail you, right? Not anymore.
So true, dude.
Cheat.
So true.
So what's the first thing you could do? Whether even if you're like they drug you and put you in bed with like a child or something, with naked and put you in, you don't know, maybe that could be the case. That's another way too. That's just like they got you by the balls,
And they have to get you by the balls because I think that pyramid, that whole power pyramid, is structured so like there's so many things that if people revealed, so much shit would just spiral out of control that they got to be like. It's very similar with gangs. In gangs you got to like have a body on you. And then they'll have that gun in case, like just to know that you're not gonna fucking rat on anybody because it means it's mutually assured destruction, kind of like the nuclear bombs in the Cold War.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just like I think it's all run like a mafia, pretty much in every aspect.
Who else are some? What are some other stories that would blow people's minds with like beloved figures that are like verifiably into some shit?
Well, everyone knows about Charlie Sheen's.
Yeah.
Some more messed up ones I did. There's a lot of the lower people were the bad ones. It seems like.
Which ones?
That you can find at least, the truth, like for sure.
Which
like
ones?
The lower people, like Leonardo DiCaprio's manager, and Marty Weiss, all those guys, Brian Peck. But they connect a lot. Like Brian Peck's in Disney, Nickelodeon. He's running a camp with what's his name? Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider running like a comedy camp for kids and stuff like that.
Unreal, dude. Well, yeah, and also like what you're saying though, that middle management level that has been to prison and shit for raping kids, like they keep getting hired by like the big boys, like the Geffins and all those guys, where it's like I got blackballed for like speaking out against giving kids hormones and shit. And so I know blackballing is possible, but yet you can go to jail for anally raping a kid. And like Bryan Singer, is that the dude who directed all the fucking X-Men movies and stuff? And was like directing children?
He directed the first two.
Yeah, and him and Kevin Spacey, another pedophile, are doing a scene
about Brian Peck too. Brian Peck is in the commentary, like in the end, like on the DVD, the director's comment or whatever, and they talk through the whole thing. It's Bryan Singer and Brian Peck, the guy that's been convicted of raping a kid.
Dude, and it's like so when anyone was defending James Gunn, I'm like, dude, it's 1 in a million that you got a buddy that goes to jail for child porn when you're like dressed up like a priest talking about banging kids on Twitter and shit.
And the jokes that aren't really jokes, they're not funny.
Dude, that's why as a comedian, I do like streams sometimes where I don't make a joke for an hour and I'm like, why am I the one having to take life seriously and all these fucking pedophiles are now seen as so hilarious?
Yeah. Because it's one of those people, if somebody would tell me like a stupid joke like that at a bar or something, I'd just be like, you're like a little fake, all right, man, I just don't think I want to talk to you.
Oh, dude, because like you can do a pedophile joke, but it's not about having kids as victims. Like I wrote a pedophile joke about it's dramatic irony where I go into Walgreens or something and I ask for, where your pedophiles at. It turns out I want a nail file for my foot, like pedophile.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
the whole joke is that they think I mean something that I don't is the
Yeah,
joke. So it's not like you can't make a joke with the topic. It's just not like the joke isn't that you want to bang kids.
yeah.
Like that's insane.
I mean, at least I could say at least that he shouldn't have been working at Disney if he's gonna, have all these. It's a pattern, man, with him. It's definitely a pattern.
Like Nickelodeon and Disney, do you think they're what's going on with them?
Well, I think Nickelodeon's been trying to like clean house at least, because trying to save face, but I don't know, because Dan Schneider getting fired, the head lady resigning shortly after. I don't even remember her name. It was something weird. So I don't know what's going to happen ultimately. But Disney, I don't know either. My main concern now is DreamWorks, because those three, man. DreamWorks is owned by Geffen. And Geffen is all the shit I've really
Bro,
shared.
let me say it. You're the guy that stays responsible. I'll be the one who says it. Geffen is most likely a king vampire psycho.
Yeah, supposedly maybe even a serial killer.
Oh, dude,
Like,
that guy is bad news, man. And then Spielberg is also bad news. Like, if you track his whole career about how he got into it with that whole like short film about, do you know that story?
yeah, like something about like on the beach or whatever. But the weird thing is that's his company name too. And if you switch, Amblin kind of sounds like Nambla, doesn't it?
Oh, dude, and then their whole thing is a little child like innocently like fishing from their little moon.
And the whole Michael Jackson thing, where people might argue both ways on that. I've learned a lot, but I don't know, a lot of weird shit there. I don't know.
Jackson, I can't even figure out because Jackson, dude, there's like an argument that this is gonna discredit me, but not that it matters. This is what I believe. I don't even know if I believe this. I've just seen this article, or I saw this video on it, and it's like there's a legitimate argument that Jackson got so burned in that fire that there was a new Jackson after that, and he was like all fucked up because when Michael Jackson died, Larry King interviewed a guy named Dave, who's like a burn victim, and he sounded just like Michael Jackson. And when Michael Jackson would go out in public, he would say his name was Dave. It's just so fucking obvious that like if I say that shit, people think I'm crazy, but I'm like, so this burn victim who sounds exactly like Michael Jackson is giving an interview right after Jackson dies, and he's a burn victim named Dave. Like, what the fuck?
That's weird, man. Hey, here's what I say. I don't know the truth in anything, and that's the truth. Like if anybody else would say they did, that they'd be lying. I'm just trying to find the truth. So, and I realize fucking anything can be possible. We really don't know. We really don't know. But it's fun to talk about and think about and try to figure out the truth.
Well, yeah,
hopefully we find it.
Totally, man. Once that put all that Podesta shit and all those emails, that definitely changed my life a bit because I didn't think that shit was even possible. And when they're trying to make it, like that Abrankovich shit that where it's like
sperm stuff, nasty.
Yeah, when they're like, yeah, so what? We have parties and have a cake that's like a naked woman and we eat it and then kill a goat. I mean, that's how. You're crazy, like that whole thing, like hundreds of millions of people.
Personally,
what's that?
I don't want to drink any shit. I don't want to drink blood. I don't want to drink sperm. I don't want to drink breast milk. It's all gross to me.
Oh, dude, and the way that they act so like condescending that you're fucking crazy if you don't get on board that shit. And it's Marina Abramovich or whatever. It's like they drink sperm. That's fucking insane. Spirit cooking?
All I can say for sure is those emails and everything got me into doing what I'm doing now. So, it was my door in, if you will.
But like, I know what you mean. That's why I try to use footage of like Will Smith force kissing his son like 5 different times in public. To me is a lot more powerful of an argument than all this shit that I've heard or rumors or anything like that. It's like, and now his son's wearing a dress and his daughter thinks she's a dude. And it's like, it matches up with Luciferianism like perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.